Hey friends, Leigh Brown here. Welcome back to My Kitchen, My Rules. And this is a special festive edition of My Kitchen, My Rules, which is obviously why I'm wearing my festive Christmas top. Yes, and my Christmas green with my very fancy camo pants. Don't be judging, but currently I'm in the middle of about 1,000 Zooms. Y'all feel me, right? You understand how dreadful it is to have to sit behind a camera all day and you're at home. And I know this is tacky and tasteless, but I don't care. You want a day drink, don't you? So I'm gonna give y'all a special festive recipe today that not only allows day drinking, it's encouraged. We are gonna make my favorite treat for having friends over during the Christmas season. I would imagine this would go good with Hanukkah too, but I don't know really what kosher is, and so I will rely on a kosher friend to tell me if this passes muster. We're gonna make rum balls. They're really boozy, they're really amazing. And then the extra benefit is, friends, after you make these, you can eat a couple during the day and people will think you're having a protein ball or something. They won't know that you're drinking. And so you're gonna need some rum. Now I've got 3 kinds to pick from here. We could use the Muddy River coconut flavored Carolina rum. That's made in Belmont, North Carolina, which is just on the other side of the river from where I am. You can use the Castillo Gold Puerto Rican rum. I've not been to Puerto Rico, but I hear it's lovely. And then I had some Captain Morgan's in the cupboard, and I'm pretty sure there's another dark rum up there. Long story short, use whichever rum you feel led to by the Spirit. You get it, you get it. And actually, you could probably use a different one for different batches and really keep your guests excited. You need a box of vanilla wafers. See, we ain't playing here. You need a whole box of vanilla wafers. You're going to need a very important ingredient next. Y'all know, right? The best ever. What? Dixie Crystals. Did you know they made powdered sugar? Say yes, friends. Yes. All of your sugar needs can be met by this one amazing company founded in 1917. It is a regional gift. And if you do not live in the Southeast, you should probably tell your grocery store to get you some Dixie Crystals, because I bet they could. And for more recipes, you can go to DixieCrystals.com. I'm kind of hoping they'll add this one. And right now, I'm pretty sure that the Dixie Crystals people and the vanilla wafer people and all the rum companies are horrified that I don't have an apron on, because I should have, but I did not plan for it. You need some corn syrup. Y'all know, see, I don't usually use corn syrup. I'm usually all about the normal sugars, but this one's got that viscosity. We use that in things besides NASCAR, the viscosity to hold this together. And you need the white one. Some people call it light, some people call it white corn syrup. And you need some powdered cocoa. Now the brand I have here is Penzeys. I don't care for this brand anymore because they got really nasty with their politics in their packaging, and I'm cool with you having politics. I'm not cool with nastiness, but it was expensive and I have it, so I'm going to use it. And so that's what we need is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients to goodness. Get your food processor out. You don't always get to use your food processor, but get it out of the appliance graveyard, and here we go. The whole thing of vanilla wafers. See, this is why you can day drink while you're making this one. Just dump it all in. And then we're gonna put the lid on. And you don't have to use the really sharp knife blade, just use that little regular one. Put all the pieces, parts in place, and then we're going to grind it all the way up until it's a real fine powder. Now the instructions said to pulse it, but I don't think you get the right results pulsing it, so I just cut the whole thing and let it go. Now while that was grinding for that 30 seconds or such, I could be measuring out my rum. You need about 1/3 of a cup of rum. So y'all tell me, should we use my coconut flavored? I think that makes really good rum balls. Plus I'm very partial to the Muddy River Distillery, and you should be too, because their stuff is real good. And if you're in North Carolina, you know you have to go to the state-controlled ABC store, which is a different discussion for a different day, but it's on that special North Carolina shelf. So we need 1/3 a cup of that. Make sure we're pulsed all the way down. All right, now you got it all the way ground down to a nice fine pulp. Your friends would see this and say, oh, look what a magical chef you are. And you don't have to tell them it's a bunch of vanilla wafers, right? So we're just not gonna give all our secrets away. Oh, and my friend Stephanie Walker sent me these new spoodle spangle thing. I don't remember what they're called. They have a name, I've already forgotten it, but it's real cool. I gotta give it credit for that. If somebody remembers the name of these tools that were invented by some television chef, I just appreciate Stephanie for sending me a prize. All right, so that's that. Now, we're going to add in the confectioner's sugar, which this is a new bag because y'all know I go around some sugar around this house, which is also why I run. Okay, so we need a cup of confectioner's sugar. So let's get the 1/4 cup out so I can feel as guilty as possible, because the more times you have to fill your container up, frankly, the guiltier you feel. So 1. Now, if you don't have a food processor, by the way, friends, 2, you could always take out your aggressions by putting those vanilla wafers in a Ziploc bag and whacking them a lot, real hard, right over them with the back of your car. I don't care, it's your kitchen, your rules. But there's times when I get to use all of my appliances, and this is one of them. So we're gonna put that back in there. Now you need 2 tablespoons of your cocoa. And you can use any brand you want, but you do not want the sweetened one. So just for the record, let the Dixie Crystals do the sweetening. Get your unsweetened cocoa powder. Well, that's not quite a tablespoon. There we go. 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons. I heaped them because I do like the cocoa and I'm trying to get rid of this brand. So there's 2 tablespoons of that. Now I need to add in my white corn syrup, and I need 2 tablespoons of this right after I sat down my measuring thingamajig. So see how that's real thick, kind of sticks to the bottom of your measuring spoon here. So I'm just gonna let it roll around a little bit. See, look at that. It's kind of fascinating to watch it. It's like your kids want to make slime in the kitchen still. Makes a mess, but it's kind of fun to look at. All right, so we get that in there. Then, I'm set that in the sink, that's a mess. And then we're gonna put the lid back on. See, are y'all having a good time yet? You're thinking, Leigh, when do we start drinking? Well, I measured out my 1/3 of a cup. Nobody's rum is as good as theirs, that's Swanee. All right, we need to get this mixed in. So I generally start it, and then I'm gonna scrape it down a little bit because the dried part gets up on the sides. And I don't know if it's my skills or lack of skills with the food processor or not. But you really just want to get them combined a little bit. This is not a very intense pulsing process here. Just get them mixed in enough. All right. I feel warmer already because it's cold outside today, friends. And rum will make you feel warm on the inside. And Lord knows we all need that sometimes, which is frankly what y'all need to have a Christmas party for, because it forces you to clean your house up, forces you to cook, forces you to drink. And then if you're lucky, everybody gets chicken because of the coronavirus and they don't come. Woo! Okay, now we're gonna add in our 1/3 of a, oh, I gotta replenish, I drank some. We're gonna put in 1/3 of a cup of rum. Now you might need a little bit more. It's gonna depend on how the mixture comes together, because it's gotta be able to form into little balls. And I mean, you can make big balls too. I mean, you do you, but I like small ones because I make this stuff so strong. So now let's pulse that back up. And I do recommend after you run it just a second, scrape down your edges and make sure that all of the nice vanilla wafers and sugar, this definitely needs a little more rum. Now, I'm imagining one of y'all's gonna ask me, Leigh, can I just combine all the rums? And friend, I don't know, I've never done that because I feel like that's so unorthodox, but maybe it works, I don't know. All right, now, if you go overboard putting the rum in, because I know some, then you just add in some more Dixie Crystals until your mixture is just the right amount of sticking together, because it needs to stick together just a wee tiny bit. Let's test it by putting our hand in here. So when you can pick up a little bit and just form a little ball with your hands, that's all you're looking to do. Now, here's the pièce de résistance, and that is French. Get you a little bit more Dixie Crystals. And you don't have to measure this amount. This is literally just a little bit. And put it in your bowl here. This is how you finish your rum balls, friends. we made this nice little ball. And again, make them as big or as small as you want, but your friends will appreciate the little ones because then they can eat several and not feel guilty. We're gonna roll it around in the sugar. And that, my friends, is a completed Festive Boozy rum ball right there. After you make your whole batch, stick them in the refrigerator so they'll get nice and cold. And then if you have really nervous friends about the coronavirus and such, put like 4 of them in a Ziploc bag and now you've got your Christmas shopping done. Y'all enjoy the heck out of these. Enjoy your day drinking, and I'll see y'all next time.